Hello, and welcome to the call. My name is Paul Davis. I'm the head of operations and strategy here at Avazoo, and today we're going to be talking to you guys about the $50 million pool. We will have Dave joining us shortly. He's just having a couple of technical issues. So let's get straight into it. The $50 million pool is something that we came up with. It was myself, Dave, and a gentleman called Graham. Graham has been a consultant for the company for a long time. He has his own programs going as well. He's a very nice gentleman, and I'm sure a lot of you know who Graham is. So basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking $1 from every ticket that's going to be sold. Now, we know that you guys aren't going to sell all the tickets. We've got tickets that are already sold already, but we're going to take $1 from every ticket and we're going to put it into a pool. The idea is that people that want to be part of the pool will sell tickets. They'll be able to get points by building the teams up, and they'll get 100 points and get into the pool. And once the pool closes, we'll look at how many points are actually in the pool itself, and we'll divide that down by the 50 million to work out how much each point is worth. Once that pool's closed, we'll then have a maintaining pool. Basically, what we'll be doing is we'll be taking a 20% from the total amount of points, putting that into a secondary pool, and then the top performers from each week will get the biggest share of that 20%. And people that don't do anything from that point will lose 20% per week for as long as we keep it running. This means that you can change your fortunes around very quickly. All you need to do is either maintain where you're at in the ticket sales. Now, if you're averaging 10 tickets per week, you could find that not only is that a high percentage in the overall amount of tickets that are being sold, but you can find yourself getting a lot of points and you can make a significant amount of impact in that $50 million pool. You could be the one person in there that ends up coming out with millions. And that's what we hope for all of you. The idea of the pool is to obviously encourage you guys to go out and sell tickets, because like we keep saying on our calls now, we've gone pretty much as far as we can with the resources that we've got, and we can see that there's many things in the world that we want to go and help with. And unfortunately, we've not got the resources behind us at the moment to get out there and start helping the people where it's needed. We have one of our dear friends, Kelly, who suffered a bushfire locally to her. Luckily, it didn't affect her, but she did get to the point where she nearly had to evacuate. That's someone that's close to us. And there's people in your life that have suffered through different traumatic times in their lives. It could be a house fire, it could be a flood, it could be anything. It's not just disasters that we want to deal with. We also want to be able to get out there and give people much needed basics, clean drinking water, basic hygiene and things like that. So we want to be encouraging people to join the $50 million pool by going out there and selling the tickets and pushing this forward. We're going to go over to Dave in a moment, and Dave's going to go through a whiteboard presentation explaining this much more clearly to everybody, so everybody's got a good understanding. If you do have any questions, please feel free to put them into the comments and we'll come back to them and answer the questions. Hello, Dave. How are you doing?
I'm hoping. Can you see me now?
I can see you.
Good. How is everybody?
Everybody seems to be good. Everyone's saying good evening and saying hi to each other. So, yeah, I think everyone's good.
Good. Well, guys, so you're going to get a special privilege today. We have designed and have been testing for the last few hours something very, very special. So we're going to share that with you today, just to give you a little head start. Of course, this week is an exciting week for us, and I want to make sure you guys are all geared up for what's going to happen over the next 10 days. I mean, to me, it's going to be probably the most exciting we've been at. So what I'm going to do right now very quickly is I'm just going to set up a screen here, Paul, for a second, just so I can actually share with them a couple of things. But if you notice, guys, this morning, you should already have a new banner inside the app. If you haven't, we are finding that sometimes you have to log out of the banner, log out of the app, and then log back in. We are finding there are some problems, some tricky situations happening around the world. So guys, just a heads up. Now we are in the process of taking on 2 new employees, which we were originally going to go forward and just use app consultants. But we're finding that there's a lot to upgrade under the requirements of this new app push they've done. Now it's not affecting everybody, which is the good thing, but the bad thing is it is affecting a couple of people. We also found out this morning through testing that the BlueStacks does create a problem, and it's not on our end. It is literally on BlueStacks. So we found out that this morning. So yesterday we're going to be talking about the $50 million pool, but at the same time, your family, I want you to bring you up to date so you know what's kind of going on. So Paul, if you've got something you can share with them a little bit about team or something for 5, I need 3 minutes. That's all I need to set the staging screen up and put some spins in there.
Yeah, not a problem.
Well, I'll let you get at it. I'll be right back.
No problem. So to get into the $50 million pool, like I said, we're going to go through a little whiteboard presentation, but the main thing you need to do is build your teams up, okay? Because it's going to be one of these where the bigger your team, the more points are going to be in there, and the more points are in there, you're going to get into the $50 million pool. So it's important that not only you're looking at your personal sales, but you're looking at your team sales as well. We've just had the AAP training with Kirk and myself. The AAP is a good thing because you could go to one AAP and find that he's got 10 stores. If that's what happens, then you're already in the $50 million pool. You can go out and sell the tickets. You've got the $20, the $50, the $100 syndicate ticket and the corporation ticket. Everything's up for grabs at the moment. Again, like I said on the AAP training, you know what you people earn as a personal income on a yearly basis. Now, let's say you got into the $50 million pool and your share was $1 million. Take that $1 million and divide it down by your yearly earnings now and see how many years it takes you to earn that. How much effort you would have to put in over the next 20, 30, 40, even 50 years to earn that $1 million. We're asking you to put in effort over the next 100 days. 100 days to get in there, secure your position in that pool, make sure that you continue to sell those tickets and get your share of that pool. Because we reckon that within 100 days, we'll have everything done, dusted, and sold out, which means that we can move forward. We've got, like I said, projects that we keep looking at, and we keep getting contacted from different companies and different non-profits saying, you know, can you help us and things like that. And we want to say yes to everyone. Unfortunately, until we get the money coming in from the ticket sales and get the raffle done, there's nothing that we can put forward to the philanthropy board. There's no moving forward with any of the charitable causes that we want to move forward with. So we need to get these tickets sold. We're bringing things in like this $50 million pool. We had the call yesterday about all the daily, weekly, and monthly games we're bringing in. You know, there's a lot for you to have. There's people that have been with us for a long, long time. If you didn't believe in our mission, you still wouldn't be here. So you must believe in the mission. We're asking for your help. You know, we're only able to do so much ourselves. We keep saying between ourselves, there's not enough hours in the day at the moment. We're all working flat out and trying to make sure that we've got everything up, running and working. And it seems like the second we get one thing done, we're on to the next project, and then we're on to the next project. And there's multitudes of projects. And Dave is a fantastic leader, and he pushes us towards striving to get everything done, because he's got it very close to his heart that he wants to go out and help these people in the community. So build your teams, speak to people, you know, ask people in Facebook, would you put this forward? Would you send this forward? And would you help? You know, that's what it's about at the end of the day. Looks like Dave's getting ready because he's just started sharing his screen. You ready, Dave?
Good morning. Good morning. On my back, Paul.
You are back.
All right. So, guys, sorry about that, Paul. Thanks for jumping in there and helping out. I just wanted to give everybody a little update of what's going on to make sure that we have got things addressed. So we're going to jump here in a minute, guys, on the whiteboard. We're going to be talking about building some teams. This call is not set as a direct hour. We're going to be here to answer questions today for you about the $50 million pool. The reason being is we normally have a training building a team call. So we're going to combine this. So this is an unusual call for us. So I want to spend a couple of quick minutes to let you know what's going on. So under BlueStacks, which is a emulator, which means in theory, this most probably same issue is also happening somewhere else. So as you can see right there, my account's got 7,477, and this particular banner you can see is not grayed out. If I go in and I say, share that, what is happening, and I want to make this really clear for everybody going to watch tonight, tomorrow, the next week. We have just had to have a conference call this morning with Gigi, so he got it covered. So test 1067. Okay, so that's 167 test, guys. So I'm going to go in there. I think I'm on the right number. It might be one off. So what happened? Emulator, I don't know why it stops it, but you saw it stop, and you saw the amount of people we had in there. When I come back over to this page, I'm going to go in here and hit refresh, and you're going to see it's going to refresh it, and there's 167. Just happened just now, test. Okay, so I've done this banner once, twice, 3 times this morning. I've done another banner, 6-3, and another banner, the same one again. Now, what it done was it gave me the 5 entries. So, and the reason we're bringing it up is it gave me the 5 entries, but it is not graying out the situation every time. So what's happening is it's allowing you to do it. Guys, you're not going to be able to get that. If you keep clicking it and clicking it, it's not on our system, because inside the dashboard, it is showing only the one time that you get the entries. But for some reason in BlueStacks, it is not happening in any device. And we're not sure if it's happening in multiple emulators, just so you know. So if you have the opportunity to go ahead and load it, that's much appreciated from us. However, just so you know, you're not getting the free entries multiple times. Your real number won't change. That number will stay where it's at. And when you go into your dashboard, you'll have the accurate number. Just wanted to address that. That's number one. Now, as you see today, we're starting to push for Saturday. There's going to be different banners coming up today, tomorrow, over the next couple of days. They're going to be a good opportunity for you to get some additional spins. They will be taking you over to the registration form, where people will sign up in the registration form. We cannot, so please, some people asked, yes, John, I do see your emails, brother, and I appreciate it. And you know, I always try as much as I can to help as many people. We can't put a referral code in there for you. We can't make that, that you must requirement to do that. We can't do that. So if you're posting a banner on your Facebook page, please make sure that it says my referral code or whatever. The reason being, guys, is we are going to blast to Facebook on Thursday and Friday with advertisement all around the world to get people on the call. When I say blast it, we're expecting to go out to 50,000 people each 12-hour cycle. So that'd be 200,000 people we're expecting to go out. The idea is to get more people on that Saturday call. So if we blast it out and it has a requirement in there, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to, do that. So I want to make sure that you're all protected. Of course, if something happens, guys, and they sign up without doing it, all you got to do is, it's a very simple thing. You're posting a banner on your site. So your friend is right there. It's not like we've got a challenge or anything like that. Everybody that comes in through this will fall into the round robin. So bottom line to the deal is, we want to make sure that you're the parent. You own that person for obvious reasons. Now, that's step number one. Step number two, what's going to happen is, and I'm hoping, and not sure if we've got it done yet. We haven't got it done yet. So I'm waiting for Roy to come back. We've got a situation that we can go in and we were going to show you. So this is very exciting, guys, because we're gearing up now for the banners. Now, you guys don't know about this banner commission. You're going to know more about this tomorrow, where you can start earning commission immediately for those people that have an interest. So right now, I'm going to click on that banner, that play that game. I'm going to open it. And unfortunately, at the moment, it's not. Oh, he just done it. Okay. So you might see we're in staging right now. And some people have tried to get into staging. There's a particular person out of Canada. I'm not going to say any names. We've already reached out to him this morning. They've tried to log into staging, dashboard staging. And if for some reason you're able to get in here, your account's going to be immediately deleted. Okay, guys, go to the right dashboard. This is where we test. So you know how some people think, oh, I'm just going to grab a URL and go in there. Now, we can hide all this stuff by hitting F11, but we trust you. We should have a pretty good relationship by now. Guys, don't go into staging. You will mess yourself up. This particular person is playing in a game in staging and playing in a game in production. But what you're going to see here, you have 0 entries for today. And when I hit spin, what's going to happen is, and we'll just let this go. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, no, spin again. Always when you want to do it, right? It doesn't show you spin again. So it still gives me the 10 spins. And basically, don't let me spin again. Let me just get to my point, please. Oh, give me the jackpot there. That's fine. All right. Now, so that's going to go down. And what's going to happen is, wow. Okay. So what's going to happen is it's going to tell you how to get additional spins. So I think I may have to go through all 9 to show you this example. But guys, when you post a banner, a little pop-up is going to say you've got free spins for posting a banner. So one way or another, we're going to create this urgency around the world. Now, it could be a banner, like when you pop into mine, it just so happens for me testing here, I use the Brazilian steakhouse. The reason I use that is Justin knows that's my preferred restaurant I prefer to go to, and he puts it in there. So this is range of my office, so I can click in and I can test every day. You guys don't see that unless you're directly here in Las Vegas. Now, starting next week, we are going to be doing exactly what our model is designed to do, which is number 1, when there is somebody need help, we help them. Okay. So what's going to happen is going to be a particular banner that might say fire, lady destroyed house under fire, kids need clothes, please help them by clicking here and sharing their story. And you will click on that and you will share that on your Facebook page, your Instagram, your Twitter account, LinkedIn, whatever accounts you're able to post in your country. Once you post that, what it's going to do then is it's going to come back and it's going to say you've received 1 free spin, 2 free spins for posting the banners. So guys, nobody gets left behind here when we put programs together in games. So you're going to find that by you acting more inside the game, then more you're going to receive. So also them banners, we're going to be opening up. I'm going to give you a quick teaser right now that in the next, I'm going to say very, very soon, meaning as early as next week, we get the green light. You'll be able to bring us a banner from a local store you're at, right here in Las Vegas or right there in Kenya or right there in London. It doesn't matter. Paul's already got somewhere he's working with, a local fish and chip shop. Now, the first thing is, please understand when you are presenting this to a person to say, hey, listen, I can get the word out about your fish and chip shop. Your Facebook friends, in theory, are going to be where you live, or at least where you lived in the past. So when you go out and get a banner from a fish and chip shop, if that banner person says, or the fish and chip shop says, well, how many people have got the app? It doesn't make a difference how many people have got the app. I've got 3,500 on one Facebook friends. I've got 9,000 on another one. So in other words, and I have multiple Facebook accounts for testing and different deals. So whatever your friendship base is on your Facebook, is a multiplier because your friends can share it. And if they've got 300. So if you had a fish and chip shop and that person paid you $1 a day for a banner or $1 a week for a banner, we are going to be telling you either this Saturday or next Wednesday, your commission. And your commission is high, okay? Extremely high. So you're going to be able to go out to your local stores and say, listen, I'm going to put this banner in this app. Let me show you how it works. Boom, click, goes up on the Facebook page. Would you like to sign up for it and have it for 30 days trial, a week trial? I'll give you the results of how many people, how many views, everything. And then you'll be able to go back to them and they can print it out. That is your door opener for the AAP program. So then you go back to them and say, would you like to put up a banner in here so you can sell more tickets? So now your fish and chip shop is getting spread with everybody in your friends that in theory, if you write good comments, great food, good delivery time, etc., somebody's going to pick on it. It gets shared for maybe $1 or $10 a month or something. Guys, the 90% of the kit, well, I won't say 90% because we're going to do administration costs that we're still figuring out. We're going to be doing the merchant fees, and then we're going to be sharing the commission completely with you guys to get things going. And it's designed strictly for money in your pocket immediately, next week, the week after, the week after, the week after, as well as opening the door for the AAP program. So you can go back to them and say, hey, would you like to put a banner up here and sell tickets? So guys, that's number one that we wanted to share with you. And the spin-off is going to create excitement for you as well. So we keep coming up with concepts and ideas. We've been testing all morning. The banners work, Paul. You had no issues with the banners, right, Paul? Everything worked good for you?
No, everything worked fine for me.
Okay, good. So we're excited, guys, where we're at. Now, also, guys, if you see any postings, I'm going to address this because, look, we're transparent. We do not play, if there's something there, we tell people about it. Good, bad, or ugly, we own it. If you see somebody in one of these postings, you're on a Facebook meeting like today, and somebody posts, there was a gentleman by the name of Henry who wrote up and said he's not happy with Avazoo. I went into his account. He's a free account. I responded to him. He's a free account. I've called him 3 times this morning to get him to answer. I don't know what he's unhappy. I don't know, guys, what somebody gets a free ticket, free entries, free games to win money. How can you complain? Okay, but he's not happy. If any of you can go and look at that Facebook posting, it was yesterday's meeting. It was come from the one today. There are 25 people. If you guys see a posting like that, find out what they're not happy about. People can get unhappy. I'm fine with that, okay? But I can't help them if I don't know what unhappy is. So, guys, if you see somebody, whether you're on LinkedIn today, Facebook today, YouTube, if somebody writes a comment or says they're unhappy, ask them. We're not worried. We're not shy. Look, we make mistakes. Okay, so please, if you see somebody making them quotes, open it up, ask them what the problem is, and say, call Dave. Email Dave@avazoo.com. Call him. Go into the CRC. I will talk to anybody any time of the day. If I've got to get up halfway through the night to speak to somebody and they're not happy, I will do that. I can't fix everybody's problems, but I'm willing to try on everybody. All right, guys? Now, let's talk about this bonus, Paul. Paul, how far did you get with it?
Just did a quick introduction, a quick overview of it. Told them we'd go more in depth on the whiteboard.
Okay, so I'm going to quickly do, first of all, share screen. Going to go back to this, and you tell me, can you see the slide I put together for the weekend? Can you see that?
Yes, Dave.
All right. So, guys, we're going to do a quick recap on this. We touched base yesterday. Look, $50 million is a guaranteed prize. There, we got it approved. It's already started happening. As soon as the ticket sales done today, tomorrow, yesterday, whatever, $1 from each ticket is going to go over. There's only 50 million tickets available worldwide for raffle number 1. There are promotional tickets that we do not take $1 from. You can't take $1 from something you don't have. A minus plus minus doesn't add up to be a plus. So there are $50 million. We are going to add, listen carefully, we're going to add some additional money to this pool, and we can't tell you exactly how much it's going to be. But this Saturday, that anybody that joins the call this Saturday, they must physically be on the call to get the offer. There's going to be a sheet where they have to go to sign up. And by the way, we have our gift sheet already set up so people can pick the gifts this weekend. So we're ahead of the schedule. Good job, Justin and Paul, where they'll be able to go in and pick the gifts before Sunday night. Now, I'm going to say this slowly because I get excited, and I'm excited. So I speak fast. So let me tell you what's going to happen. This Saturday, anybody and everybody, as long as they have come in and they have received their ticket, so they must be a ticket, whether it's a ticket purchase or a freebie ticket, a promotional ticket, a coupon ticket, it does not matter. They're going to be able to get a guaranteed amount of money starting this Saturday, and it's up to $25,000 out of the pool. So you guys want to get people on the call this Saturday. There's no cost to them. They must have a ticket, so there is a cost that way. But what they need to do, and there's a window only of 7 days. In that 7 days, whether they get a guaranteed $1,000 or $25,000 is up to them. We're going to be sharing that this Saturday, and we may dive into it tomorrow, but that means every one of you on this call, whether you're Eric from Eric, I think you're out in the Colts land in Indianapolis, whether you are from Costa Rica or wherever you are, every one of you will find out this Saturday how you can get up to $25,000 guaranteed out of this pool. That's step number one, Paul. So I just introduced it. Step number two, that's without you even accumulating the 100 points, okay? So you are guaranteed on this upcoming deal, which is going to last from Saturday to Saturday. It's a 7-day window only. I thought you was, Eric. I remember something to do with the Colts. Anyway, God bless you, brother. So, and by the way, you have a real good quarterback. I had him at the Gators for a long time. Sorry, guys. Anyway, bottom line to the deal is you have to accumulate 100 points to get into the deal. But what's the best part about that 100 points is team building, guys. You really got to look at this as in team building, because I'm going to go to the whiteboard once you've got this, and I'm going to show you. Team building will get you to accumulate to 1,000 points or 5,000 points or whatever that's going to be. The points come from ticket sales, and there is another couple of options you can get from the points, which I'll share with you here in a minute. And you want to get as many points as you can. Now, the good thing is if you look over here on this day, we're not starting the weekly bonanza, as I called it, until January 1st. So on January 1st is going to be the point runoff. The reason being is even though we predict and hope that there's, a 100-day countdown, if you truly look at the response we've been getting, we are not going to get them in 100 days. Okay, I'm not here. I mean, Paul, I heard him say it, and I know that's our goal, and we really want to do that. But reality is reality. Without tens of millions of dollars in advertisement, we are not going to get them knocked out in 100 days. Our budget for putting that together was over $26 million to knock things out in 100 days. We changed our program over the last couple of years, and we do not have that budget allocated or even willing to go and spend that on doing it. We're going to have a slower growth ratio. However, there is a lot of good things with celebrities that are finally saying yes, they're coming on board. They love the daily game. They start seeing people getting paid out. They're going to jump on board. We got some big companies like Paul was talking about that are coming on board because of the $50 million. So who knows? Maybe we can hit the 100. But I'm actually saying most probably now we're looking at about 130 to 150 days under what we're doing. So that means if it's December 1st and we're now October the 10th, you've got another, I'm just going to use rough numbers, guys. We got 20 days left in October. We got 30 days in November, and we got 30 days in December, just rough numbers. So we're looking at 70 days before January 1st, give or take a day or two before one of you turn around and say, I've worked it out for you, thank you. But I'm just saying we got 70 days. I think it's going to go now, looks around 120, 130 days. So that means there's going to be approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, maybe 6 weeks of where you're going to be able to get as much of that pull. So your ingredient, what you want to do is get as many of them points as you can in the pull. So when it switches over to this, and then you can grab a bigger piece of the pie dollar-wise, then that's where you want to be at. So guys, you got plenty of time to build these points. You got to build your team and you got to build the points. And it goes from ticket sales as always. But what you want to remember is, hey, my deadline day to get as many points in there. Now, again, the promotion we're going to give you this Saturday. If you qualify through that promotion this Saturday, you're inside the $50 million, and we're going to throw additional money at that. And we can't tell you how much that is until after the 7 days. So, for example, if you qualify next week and you do $5,000, we got to add $5,000. If 100 of you do it, it's 100 times $5,000. If it's 25,000 and it's 10 of you do it, then it's 10 times 25,000. So you see my point. We can't give you a fixed number, but we're not going to take away the money from the pool for you. That's your guaranteed money no matter what. So if something negative happened, you would guarantee you're going to have money in there with the promotion this week. Plus, when you don't qualify and you eliminate the amount of points you had in there, as soon as it drops under 100, it stops at that time. So you're guaranteed money as well. So guys, this is for our family. This is for you guys that have been loyal to us. Now, because we're promoting all week, there are going to be some new people that are going to get the opportunity. But the good thing is we promote this week. It opens on Saturday, and then it closes the Saturday after. So the only new people that are going to get involved, their window of opportunity is very close. At this stage, it's down to them and what you do. So, Paul, any questions on the new promotion? Because I hadn't had a chance to talk to you this morning. Are you
Nope.
with that and ready to rock and roll with it?
Always, Dave. You know we always tend to sing off the same hymn sheet, me and you.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you've been on the last couple of calls, and I apologize not being with you. But of course, we pretty well, we spend hours every day on the phone, so I don't think there's an issue. So let me go over here, guys, to this camera. I think I'm on the right camera. Paul, have we got that at the moment?
Yeah. I'm just going to make yours the main screen, so my...
Do you know how to do that? I think you just go... I think it's only going to be on your side anyway, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to work it out.
All right. So, guys, is that camera in a good place? Oh, no, it's not no more. Sorry, guys. You got that in a good place?
Yeah, that's in a good place.
Right. So let me quickly take this off, guys, just so you got it. So look, 20 points, $20 is 1 point. $50 is 2 points. $100 is 3 points. $1,500 is 50 points. $2,500 is 80 points. Obviously, you need the 100 points. That's all you got to be concerned about. Don't worry about anything else at the moment. Let's get the 100 points in there, right? Now, there are going to be 10 points added per location for the AAP program. So if you, I know some of you are doing a really good job on that, and I know there was an issue, something to do with the email server or something, but I know they've got that fixed this morning. So I'm sure you've already had an update from Kirk. He does a great job. That is right off the get-go could bring you in hundreds of points, thousands of points. So make sure you work on that. Co-branding, 5 points for every 100 tickets. Sponsorship, 10 points for every 5K. Non-profit, 15 points for every non-profit. So if your deal is not selling tickets, then you got other avenues. Okay, we'll be giving out points in different stuff. So if you're in the CRC, there's going to be promotions like you're going to see one this weekend coming up. Okay, now, here's the best thing in the world, is how to accumulate the points. If you go into your dashboard right now, you kind of have a referral window, then it opens up and it's got the next referral and the next referral and then directly under you, so on and so on. And you can open this one up So it kind of goes like that. Everything in your referral coming down, and anything, if that's now, say, Tom, and he goes out and he signs up, that points. He gets, say, he sells a $100 ticket and he gets 3 points. He gets 3, but you get 3 as well. Okay, so this is truly a team effort on the points. So if you are going to go out and just sell tickets, amen, God bless to you. Okay, thank you. We appreciate it. They appreciate it. People out there starving appreciate it. We love it. Thank you. But the fact is you got to build a team, because if this goes out and this guy goes crazy and this guy goes crazy and this guy goes crazy, through this time frame, you could sell only 1 ticket. It could have gone to Paul, and Paul signed up Tom, and Tom went off, and all of a sudden Tom's done, 1,000 points. Well, Tom got 1,000 points, and Paul got 1,000 plus Tom's points because he put it in. So now he's say 1,003, and then because I signed up Paul, I'm at 1,006. So you see what I'm saying? So because the points accumulate from what's under you, that's where you need to build your team. That's the top focus point. And that's, of course, why some people like Elias and that are building teams. You got some time here, but you do need to soon kick this over and say, my focus point now is making sure I'm selling tickets. So everybody, kind of put an hour a day to building a team and an hour a day to selling tickets. Because remember, if you get an AAP, that store could end up being 10 or 20 or 30 locations, and you get 10 points for each one of them. So just so you know how that works, right? Real simple. Now, I couldn't get this at the beginning. And sometimes things are just there and you just don't quite get it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a smart guy. I'm an engineer by trade, but that's it. Okay. So I was having a real tough time with the problem. And the reason I was having a tough time with the problem is I thought the prize money was getting paid out every week. So this is how it works, okay? For a very simple terminology. I'm just going to use, for argument's sake, somebody has got 1,000 points, somebody's got 500 points, and somebody's got 100 points. We're going to just say, for argument's sake, and Paul's going to get out the calculator, that's 3 people. I'm going to go Tom, Sue, I don't know why I always use the same names, and I'll put in Paul just for him. Paul, you only got the 100 points, but I know Paul. So inside here, you got $50 million, okay, allocated. That is a guaranteed prize. There's no risk. It's not a prize, Guaranteed referral bonus. Can't be taken away. It's now written into the license. We've got the opportunity to use it again, raffle number 2 and raffle number 3. We don't have it after raffle 3 until we can prove everything works fine. $50 million, okay? So if there was only 3 people in there, there would be 1,000 points, 500 points, and 100 points, okay? Total is 1,600 points. Paul is now going to work out the math, and out of $50 million divided by 1,600 points, how much is that value, Paul, per point?
$31,250.
$31,250. If you want to check him, but I can pretty well tell you he is always on point. So at that moment, if that was the only amount of points in there, 1,600, the valuation of each one of your points is valued at $31,250. Kind of pretty basic. That's not hard to do, okay, to figure out $50 million. Now, what changes is the weekly event. Okay, that's what's going to change everything. So I'm going to take that off here for a minute, and now I'm going to say, because we all know what it is, what's going on. So right now you've got the 1,000 points, the 500 points, and the 100 points. It's in this 50 million pool. We're going to take 20%. Okay, Paul, can you give me the 20%?
Yep, 20% is 320.
320,000.
No, just 320. There's only 1,600 points in there.
Oh, of course, beg your pardon. Sorry. I'm always looking at trying to get you guys money instead of points. So you got 320 points in there. Now, this week's sales. Okay, Paul, who knows the deal, has run an ad campaign, and Paul turns around and he's the top seller. It doesn't matter how many tickets he sells, but he's the largest seller. So he's now at 60%. Okay, the person here, which was Sue come in second, and she only got 25%. So she got 25%. And then Tom, good old Tom, he turned around and he didn't do anything this week. 0%. Now, that means Paul takes 60% of this column. So remember, you had 1,600, you're minus 320, you minus that out of there. Paul's got 60% of that. So now, what is 60% of that added to Paul? So Paul, you want to take the calculator and take 60% of 320?
Which is 192.
How many?
192.
Plus the 100?
No. So the 192 is 60%. Plus, if you took 20%, leaves me 80. So I'm up to 272 points in total.
So 272 points. So let me recap that just in case you didn't get it. So we took 20%, like I say, off of here, down, that was that number. That took Paul down to only having 80 in there at the current time. 60% of the 320 equaled Paul?
192.
192 points. That 192 points got added to his 80 points. He's now got 272 points. 272 times 31,250. What's the comparison? So this week, why Paul works out that number, because we know when he had 100 points, we obviously know what that is. Let's just add 2 zeros to it. But now he's got 272 points. He got 60% of the tickets out. Now let me give you something funny. Let's just say there's 100 tickets that sold that week. It could be 100. It could be 1,000. It could be 10,000. It doesn't matter what it is. It's going to go by a percentage. Whoever gets the highest percentage because you times it by the amount. Paul, how much are you up to now?
8.5 million.
8.5 M. In 1 week, they swapped around. Okay? That's how easy it is, guys. It's that simple. As long as Paul's got the numbers right, which I'm sure he has. Now, here's what's interesting. We're going to get rid of Paul. Right now, he's got 272 points in here. Okay? So he's at 272 now. Okay? And as we said when we went through here, Tom got nothing. So he's actually 20%. His next week, he's at 800. Okay? And 25. We won't worry about Sue for right now, working out the numbers. So now what happens is, what is 20% of the new pool amount? Well, these have been deducted, but the points stay the same because nobody's been. No, will the points go up, Paul? They will, won't they?
No, points stay the same because it's only redoing the same amount. So the 20% is always going to be the 320 points. Always going to be 320.
So that's always going to stay the same.
Yeah. It's just the amount that each person gets of that 320 points.
Right. So that's going to stay the same. So the new ticket sales, because this is closed, they can't participate. So I was thinking. So now, here's the difference, guys. So this week, where we had Tom 0, Paul, and Sue, let's say what happens this week is this. Paul, okay, which was at the bottom, but was the leader last week. So you got Sue, Tom, and Paul. Paul now only gets 10%. Sue gets 40%, and Tom gets 50%. So in any week, Paul now only gets 10% of that, which is only 320 added, but he's got to take off 20% of his number. So 20% off of 272 means it's deducted. Then he goes out and gets 10%, it gets added back. So the same with Tom. It's now down to 800, but he gets 50% of this. So now he gets another 100 and 170, yeah, 170 back. So then he goes back up. So every week it can fluctuate up and down, up and down. So guys, this is a no-brainer.
Using me as the example there, Dave, on the second week, I'd end up with 249 points. So if you take the 249 points and you times that by the amount, I've now dropped down to 7.781.
How can that be at 10%, Paul? How's 10% of that, Paul, 349?
Because with my 20% I've taken off from my points. My
20% off of that is 249. Sorry. So 249.
No, the 20% off and then the 10% added back on gives me 249.
I gotcha.
So right. Instead of being at 8.5, I'm now dropped down to 7.7 million.
Right. Now, so guys, so it can fluctuate up and down. Obviously, we're only using 3 people in a poll, so the numbers you're hearing, the crazy numbers, but it can happen. It can happen because what's going to happen is, let's say, for example, and I'm going to use Paul because we don't want to use somebody else's name, but Paul every week gets like 1%, and then week 2 he gets 0, and then week 3 he gets 1%, and so on and so on. In other words, each week he's not gaining, he's losing. As soon as he gets down to 99 points, okay, because he keeps losing, he can't get it. As soon as he drops down below 100 points, 99, he's officially done at that. He's guaranteed a prize in here, but he can't lose any more points. You can't take 20%. So when he drops down below 99, now what he can do, he can continue selling tickets the next week and get it back up. But he's guaranteed to get money. If you fall below 100 points, you're guaranteed. Now, how much you're guaranteed? We're never going to be able to know that until this is all completed at the end of the 50 million tickets. There might only be one person under 99, or there might be 100 or 1,000 or 5,000. We just don't know. But that is guaranteed money. Has anybody got any questions?
No one's put any questions up so far, Dave.
Did everybody leave and go to the park or something?
No, we still got people watching. I think maybe the heads are boggling, but
listen, guys, it took me a while to get it right. It's real simple. This is the best word of advice I can give you. Build a team. End of story. Let the rest work. Obviously, you need a strategy on how to sell tickets. Obviously, we've given you multiple strategies. Everything from corporate accounts to AAPs, co-branding, posting the banners. The banners are going to get more and more exciting, guys. A lot of people have asked me over the years, well, we keep posting the same things and blah, blah, blah. Yes, you do, because we weren't ready. We're in ready mode. We kicked off. We're already doing our things, as you can tell. And it's getting exciting from seeing what we're seeing, the results. So this weekend is a big weekend for us. What we're going to do is have this opportunity this week. Anybody out there on the Facebook pages and the YouTube pages, come and listen to the presentation that we done last Saturday, very close to that. And anybody that joins us and comes in that next 7 days, they're guaranteed a minimum of $1,000 all the way up to $25,000 additional money we're going to add to the pool. Now, of course, they've got to go out and do something. We're just not going to give it away. Guess what it is? Spread the word. They're new people, ticket sales. So that's what it's going to come down to. But it is very doable. And if you ever put the math to the pen to the math to the paper, it would make common sense when you see Saturday what to do. Common sense. It's not 2 plus 2,962. It's 2 plus 2. It's that simple. So you'll see that this Saturday. We got it approved last night on a call that everything went through. So that's amazing. So guys, this is a guaranteed. It's our way of saying thank you to you guys. We got new ads coming. We've got new videos coming. Finally, well, not new, but finally the videos we put together ready to go. We got sponsors that are coming on board because they can see the game. And listen, the people that are committed, as in hate selling tickets, they're going to get rewarded. The people that are committed who can't sell tickets, you're important to me and you are to the company. That's legacy, okay? We are going to make sure you're part of the legacy. but money is what makes the world go round. So, don't lose out any of this opportunity with money. Paul, I need to cover any questions.
No, we've had a comment from Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. Hope you're well. She's put, I understand this better now. Thank you, Paul and Dave. Or Dave and Paul, actually.
Hey, Jen.
More important.
Jennifer, I got to be honest with you, when we started this thing, Graham put it together. And Graham is an extremely intelligent number type person. He does actuaries or used to do actuaries for a living. I mean, he's a highly qualified person. And I couldn't get it. I kept saying, well, where's the money coming from? How can I be paying out money this week? And then finally, with Paul jumping on, spending some time with me, the light bulb went off. All you're doing is competing each week for a bigger piece of the pool or the bigger piece of the pie. And it's real common sense. And I'm glad that's helped you understand. And I just saw my dear friend, Kelly, said, I've got a slide track.
She got sidetracked.
Oh, she got sidetracked. I thought she said she had a slide for a presentation. Going to explain it, but knowing Kelly, she'll put one together. But guys, it's real simple, but it comes to building a team. And this is where you've got to actually sit with somebody. And I don't care if you're an American, Eric. Don't use that as an excuse with me. I'm sorry. I have that from other people. Oh, I can't sell tickets. I've told you all before. Me and Hawk got into that. And I said, listen, it's called World Wide Web. People from all over the world. Our biggest buying market right now is Central America. Okay. Obviously, we have a lot from India and we have a lot going on in Africa. But guys, anywhere. I mean, this is timing. It's all about timing, and God is so good. We've got the advertisement that starts next week with the El Gordo. The El Gordo is the Spanish lottery, which is known as the big one. That's what it stands for, El Gordo, the big one. And there's literally, billions of dollars in ticket sales, but they only pay out last time it was 3 million. They may adjust it each year. I'm not sure, but they pay out multiple 3 million winners. So we don't compete with them. But if somebody's willing to put up $250 for a ticket, Spain, 95% of the Spaniards buy a ticket. So if they're doing advertisements come November and December for the El Gordo, the Christmas lottery, then we need to be marketing all over Spain and Europe because everybody's aware of it. That is going to be a huge marketplace for us. So guys, I really want you to know that there's a great opportunity here in so many different ways, but it all begins with building a team because of the amount of points. And of course, you may have somebody who's good with AAPs. That's part of your team. You may have somebody good with corporate sponsors, somebody good with non-profits, or just people who love to share things. It is a no-brainer when we put this program together. I have got an awesome amount of good friends. I've been blessed. And a few of those have been involved in network marketing companies. This is a great opportunity. The resellers agreement we're going to be going through on Thursday. I think it's Thursday, or is it tomorrow, Paul?
Thursday, I think it is.
Let me quickly have a look to make sure I don't mislead you guys. Right. So Wednesday is the reseller. So tomorrow, guys, before our main call, we're going to be talking about the resellers agreement. I've got one individual from up in Utah that has about 70% of his network marketing affiliate program are outside the US. He loves the concept of what we're doing, and he wants to become the reseller that he then sells tickets to his people and then pays a split commission. The company gets a commission, and then all of his people get a commission. This is a great resellers program for any already existing network organization and to show what they're doing. I mean, they could be up on stage down the road. They're going to get a lot of recognition. They're going to be in the app, so people are going to see them. It's a no-brainer for anybody that's got existing large databases, meaning a team. So there's no reason you can't build a team. It's a good, solid program. So I appreciate it. All right, guys, if you don't have any questions, we're going to get back to working. But guys, I got to tell you, the new spin and the banners that we can say, hey, spin today, one free spin, or spin in the next 2 hours, get 5 spins, so we can flood the Facebook page with all of our people around the world. You know, hey, you got 1 hour to post this banner, and in that post banner you get 5 spins. So it's going to be really cool. We're going to be pushing that live tonight. So on your new game tomorrow, you'll see that happening tomorrow. Of course, we have to put the banners. Same with sponsor links. So when you click on a sponsor link, you know, it could be somebody's birthday and you can spin for it. So we got free entries and spins. I mean, listen, you can't get much better than that. And you got free money. You got free money as well. So how about that? So guys, we don't charge a monthly fee. I mean, I think how many people have told me, hey, why don't you charge just a monthly, you know, fee each month for all your members? No, we don't do that. We're here about selling 50 million tickets to change how philanthropy is done. It's one cause, one love, period. So why do we want to take money off of our family? Let's all work together. Let's get that ticket sold. Let's go and change the world as they know how to help people out. Don't get wrapped up in red tape, all the nonsense. Get people money, houses, water, drinking, motorcycles, climate control. I'll go on and on. Get that in their hands and get it in there. Once we've done the first raffle, guys, you guys will sit back and they'll be knocking on the door to get your ticket. All right. Love as always to all of you and your family. Blessings to you and your family. I appreciate you joining me. I hope that this has helped a little bit today. For those of you who are going to watch it tonight, amen. God bless and enjoy. Paul, do you want to close up, or are you got anything to say you want to share?
Yeah, just if anyone's got any further questions, you know, by all means, get in touch with us. You know, we are on the CRC. There's email addresses on there. You can have my direct email, which is paul.d@avazoo.com. By all means, just get in touch with us. We want to make sure that you understand everything, because understanding is the best way. I see a lot of people.
Yeah, I just put a couple of things. Awesome, crazy. I understand things like that. So, guys, look. Just one thing again, and I started at the beginning of the call. Look, Henry, wherever you are, brother, I've called you 3 times. I'm here to fix whatever you're unhappy about. Guys, if you see something that somebody posts, I don't want you to all pound on them, because, you know, some people might not be happy. That happens. But, you know, talk to them. Say, hey, listen, if you picked up the phone, if we talk to each other, if you send a help desk in to go and write a comment. And, of course, we could delete it. We could delete it on Facebook. But that's not the way we do things. We're open, we're transparent. Somebody not happy, let's go on and respond, and let's see, you know, how we can fix their problem. You know, we're not perfect, far from perfect. But what I can tell you, we got as close as you can get to perfect about making some money on top of winning money. So God bless to all you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Of course, we got the call tomorrow afternoon, which will be an update. I will most probably do a quick presentation. We're going to have the banners up. It's about getting people on Saturday's call. Then from Saturday to Saturday next week, it's, I was going to say the word, you know what to wall, but I won't say that. So just let's be blessed and let's get on with it. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you, guys. And take care. God bless. Cheers. Thanks, Paul.
Cheers, Dave. Bye, everyone.